with any loan, and with your real estate professional, but mainly if you're going to get financing, do not hold back information from.
No.
That's right.
It's just like you cannot hold back any information because this will affect you down the road.
Like your lawyer. Don't
Yep.
lie to him.
Yep.
Don't lie to him.
Exactly.
That is so true. I have had so many deals go soured because of that. See, once if you come and sit up with me and have a consultation, and you're open, I can massage the situation or
Right.
know where to place you. But once you don't tell me anything and I submit the paperwork, it's that.
Well, that was the situation we had with the client last week. Is that we sat down with them, and it's not that they weren't really disclosing. You were missing some documents, so yeah, that was a good time. But we were really able to look down and see what did the client qualify for, and then Jennifer was really able to look at me and say,
Right.
"Here's the maximum amount, but you need to watch out for the tax rate." And so I was able to gear our search for them for that information. And for the area that they wanted to be in, it was only a handful of properties that met that criteria. But then they at least knew that they were working on. We weren't wasting their time, our time, or anybody else's, because they were actually be able
I'm
to
glad you
close
brought
that.
up tax rate. When Jennifer and I were looking for a house, we found a house, but the tax rates made us run up out of there like we was on fire.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's
The
crazy.
tax rate can bend you out
Mhm.
of your debt to income ratio too,
Yes.
even at an even greater degree than a car or anything else. So we found a tax rate where we at that's 2% smaller than where we wanted to be.
Yes.
When I saw it was like the mortgage was 3,000 P&I and then 2,200 for tires. Hell no.
No,
It's like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
You have
That's
to know what
crazy.
your budget is, and
Yes.
if you, I mean, I have a client that came through wanting to get it pre-approved and stuff like that, or was already pre-approved for a certain amount. But her dad called me and said, look, she has this car payment and she's got other things going on. And she's trying to hit up at the top of her
Right.
approval.
Right.
And the family is concerned because she's lived at home this whole time
Yes, she's not used to
and
making the
not
payment.
used to making the payments and stuff like that. So she didn't begin searching. We really had to sit down and with her and the parents
Right.
and say, this is what you're looking at. We think you need to go ahead and do these recommendations before you get going.
Right.
Because as much as I want to sell her house and
She also-
as much as she wants one.
You want the client, getting it is easy. The hard part is maintaining it. Because there's
Maintaining it.
incidentals that happen. It's just not your mortgage. It's the air conditioner broke.
Right.
It's the garage door fell.
Yeah,
It's
I
things.
have to sleep at night. So if somebody's alerted
Right.
me to some issues, I'm not gonna.
We don't want to call in a year saying, I need you to come sell it because I can't make that monthly note.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, too, that you have to think about on a personal level is just because your lender has approved you for a
Mhm.
certain amount doesn't mean that number looks all nice, but doesn't mean that that's really what you want to sit down and pay every month and still be comfortable.
And our listeners and watchers, that's the side of the studio that care. This is the side that don't care. If the check clear, you lose the house next year, that's your business. Okay? Let me real clear on how this whole studio thing work around here. Okay? All right. So they sit there and all that old social worker stuff.
Well, and another thing, if you don't know if you filed for your homestead exemption and you're sitting in a house right now that you bought, go check. I ran across a couple of my clients that forgot, and even though I sent reminders and even sent the forms and stuff, they thought they did it, and then they looked back on the website for the appraisal district, and they did not. So
And
you
it's
need to
not
go back in
retroactive, people.
And we have to do ours. And they told me, well, you got to get your driver's license
there.
changed.
Yeah, you have to update your driver's
What
license.
if I
a
want
bit.
my driver's license changed?
It has to
And-
match the address.
And EOS mentioned that now, so they just closed on their house 3 days ago.
Yes.
So they're talking about filing their exemption. For the state of Texas, you used to have to wait until the following
Mhm.
year
You
to
don't-
file
you
it,
don't-
but you don't have to wait anymore.
Right.
So while
Yeah.
you're doing it, get the form, send it
Mhm.
in, so that way you don't have to wait.
And if you're in
Okay, we're
Harris
gonna
County,
take
there's
some
an
break.
app.
We're going to take a break because Chris was long with it again.
Oh.
Okay? He couldn't help himself.